Hard at Playtimes was not a bad album. It wasn't even an average album disguised by nostalgia. It was a damn good Huey Lewis and the News record that arrived in a year when being damn good wasn't enough to control the conversation. It walked into a heavyweight fight where everybody seemed to have a historic album in their corner. Metallica had the Black Album, Pearl Jam had Times 10, Soundgarden had Times Bad Motorfinger, Guns N' Roses had both Times Use Your Illusion Times albums. Nirvana was about to turn the entire business upside down with Times. Never mind, that wasn't normal competition. That was a musical traffic pileup, and Times Hard at Playtimes got trapped underneath it. But being buried is not the same thing as being beaten. That's the point I want to leave you with. An album can disappear from the conversation without losing its quality. A band can fall out of fashion without losing its ability. And a song can go unheard for decades without becoming any less worthy of being heard. Maybe this album didn't need somebody to rewrite history. Maybe it just needed somebody to pull it back out, dust it off, turn it up, and say, hold on, we missed something. Because I think we did. We missed Build Me Up kicking the door open. We missed the force of It Hit Me Like a Hammer. We remembered Couple Days Off. But maybe we forgot how well it spoke to anybody who ever felt overworked and worn down. We overlooked the swagger of Attitude. We overlooked the groove of He Don't Know. We didn't spend enough time with That's Not Me. We moved too quickly past We Should Be Making Love. We didn't give Best of Me the deep-cut attention it deserved. We didn't have enough fun with Do You Love Me? Or What? We misunderstood Don't Look Back as the conclusion. And we damn sure should not forget Time Ain't Money. Because that's where the album leaves us. Not with defeat. Not with an apology. Not with the band trying to explain why they weren't Nirvana. It leaves us with a reminder that time has value beyond sales figures, trends, and commercial expectations. And maybe time has finally done this album a favor. Maybe enough years have passed that we can stop comparing it to what surrounded it. Maybe now we can hear it on its own terms. So here's my challenge to you. Go back and listen to Time's Hard at Playtimes from beginning to end, all 11 songs. Don't stop after the singles. Don't stop at Don't Look Back. Stay for Time Ain't Money. Let the record finish its own argument. And when it's over, ask yourself whether this album deserved to be pushed aside or whether history simply got distracted by one of the loudest years rock music ever had. Then tell me what you think. What song stands out to you? What deep cut did you forget? Where were you in 1991? Were you listening to Huey Lewis or had Nirvana, Pearl Jam, Soundgarden, Metallica, and Guns N' Roses already taken over your stereo? And what other album do you believe got buried? Not because it lacked quality, but because it arrived at the wrong time. Those are the records I want to talk about. The albums that didn't get a victory parade. The albums that lived in the shadow of something bigger. The albums waiting for somebody to come back and listen without prejudice. Because charts tell us what won at the moment. Time tells us what lasted. And time ain't money. Thanks for listening.